Hello, Spartans. I'm Marie Tuitt, Director of Athletics, and it is a privilege for me to celebrate our three 40-year honorees. 40 years! First, in this category, John Skyberg from FDNO, or as we call him in athletics, John, he gets it done, Skyberg. John recently retired from the university, and you will be dearly missed, John. Thank you for your service. Our second amazing 40-year honoree is Mark Yarborough, a researcher at Moss Landing Marine Laboratories from our College of Science and Research Foundation. Mark first discovered Moss Landing back in high school and immediately knew it was a place where he wanted to be and remains devoted to the natural sciences and technology all these decades later. And our third honoree, Lawrence Phan, Associate Athletics Director of Football Communications and Special Projects. Lawrence, it's a professional honor for me to walk by your side as we move our athletics program forward. Thank you for making us better. Speaking of athletics, how about your 2020 Mountain West Championship football team? We felt your support last fall. We could hear you cheering during the games, and we are well aware of the Spartan pride shown by so many of you. And we get to say we are champions for a full year. Thank you, student athletes, for an incredible accomplishment. I want to say a quick thank you to all of our honorees for the support each of you provide to athletics, and in particular, the assistance you give to all of the student athletes that I serve. In closing, on behalf of the entire cabinet, thank you. Hardly seems enough for the dedication each and every one of our honorees have given to San Jose State. Each individual we've honored this week has dedicated their careers to servicing our faculty, our staff, and most importantly, our students. You exemplify Spartan pride. Now, speaking of Spartan pride, I have a question. How many of you know our fight song? Let's take a look at what life was like at San Jose State 40 years ago. Spartan up.
Hello, my name is Lawrence Phan, a San Jose State University employee since July of 1980. What has changed most about San Jose State University? Perception. In the 1980s, San Jose State was considered a commuter school bordered by a decaying downtown. In the 90s, and at the turn of the century, the university rebranded itself as a metropolitan university anchored by the Martin Luther King Jr. Library and bolstered by the city's urban renewal efforts. Today, San Jose State is a transformational university surrounded by industry giants like Adobe, Ernst & Young, and Oracle, emerging powerhouses such as Zoom, and soon to be joined by Google. In athletics, Title IX's passage in 1972 continues to have a profound impact on San Jose State University athletics. In 1980, there was a men's athletics department with 11 sports and a women's athletics department with 8 sports. Today, there is simply San Jose State University athletics with 22 NCAA-sponsored sports, 9 for men and 13 for women. Of the 22, only 12 have continuous histories of at least 40 years, including football, which won the 2020 Mountain West Championship and was ranked 24th in the country. Favorite San Jose State memories? With more than 15,000 San Jose State athletics contests and events in the last 40 years, it is impossible to pick just one. The 1986 San Jose State-Fresno State football game was named Sports Illustrated's Game of the Year. San Jose State scored 2 touchdowns in the final 1 minute and 10 seconds for a 45-41 dramatic come-from-behind win. The network play-by-play television announcer insisted during a fourth quarter commercial break the 4-hour football game had to end because he was going to miss his flight back to Southern California. You have to stay until the game ends, and you will not miss your flight. The day after the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake, I was awakened at 6:13 a.m. and was told I would be on WCAU radio in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 90 seconds. Doing my best Three Stooges face-slapping imitation before going on live, I recounted my experience of the earthquake, finished the interview, and then went back to sleep. In May 1996, I was the master of ceremonies at an afternoon San Jose State athletics celebration. 12 hours later, I was expected to be in Chattanooga, Tennessee for the start of the NCAA Men's Golf Championships. I drove to San Francisco, took the red-eye to Atlanta, drove 3 hours more to Chattanooga, and was on the golf course in time and spent the next 9 hours reporting on the Spartans' first-round action. On November the 3rd, 2000, I was driving north on 11th Street when my cell phone rang. It was the Secret Service handling protocols for President Bill Clinton's brief visit to the South Campus. The Secret Service asked me to verify clearance for all individuals witnessing the president's visit, starting with Robert Carrot. Oh, you mean Robert L. Carrot, the university president? During a 2011 labor dispute between the NFL owners and its players, many of the 49ers were working out at Spartan Stadium. After reporting a heated, verbal confrontation between the players and the local media to athletics director Tom Bowen, he directed me to solve the conflict. Within 30 minutes, the two sides found common ground and concluded the week's activities with a potluck barbecue and a nice donation to San Jose State Athletics. Why is it great to work at San Jose State? They're great minds. They're leaders, innovators, creators, problem solvers, men and women with the capacity to work together and to work together effectively. In intercollegiate athletics, there's the reward of following a student athlete's growth from one's early days on campus to earning a San Jose State degree and maintaining connections into the future. After the 2020 Conference Football Championship game, there were people I hadn't heard from in 20 and 30 years reaching out, sharing their excitement about San Jose State as a football champion.